First page of the booklet, it's got the objectives there. Is anybody here can fill out that whole thing right now, has all the answers? Okay, by the time we finish today, you should be able to do that, and we'll try to get back to that. Let me take you on a little journey here, because really what you're doing is you're auditioning for the part of a firefighter. You're actually auditioning for this part, like you're auditioning for a part in a play. Does a Broadway play start on Broadway? Does not. Starts in Connecticut, Miami, San Francisco, and what they do there is they take the script and they rewrite everything until they get it right for the bright lights of Broadway, right? So what we want to do here is take this puppy on the road. And how we're going to do this is we're going to do an outline, and we're going to do that real soon. And from this outline, you're going to get a script. This is going to be for you to audition for this firefighter job. And then what you're going to do with this script is you're going to practice, 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 rehearse, 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 overlearn this script until it becomes second nature to you. And once you get this in your subconscious, it will be second nature to you. So when you go in and sit down on that oral board, you've got it down. If you've ever done hose drills, these are going to be mental hose drills. So you're going to be prepared when you go in there. The competition is keen out there, folks. And people say, well, that'll sound too canned. It's not. It's planned, not canned. It'll become second nature to you. Think of the actor when he's working the part. You don't see that person as the actor. You see them in the part. You've got to know your lines. You've got to know what you're applying for here. And that will be in your script. Second question is, what is the first impression the oral board has of you? Appearance. Your appearance? Huh? How you present yourself? How you walk. How you walk? The first impression the oral board has of you is your application. We look at your application before you walk into the room, and your resume if they're accepting your resumes. I can't tell you how many times I've seen applications with misspelled words, missing information, chronological order wrong, and this is the first impression we have of the candidate. Now the same thing goes with resumes. We're not going to go into depth on resumes, but those cute little resumes that you guys all have, and those little pictures on them and color codes. You know, the time to present those resumes, I've been on a number of oral boards where guys come in and they start handing out the resumes. We're not going to look at them. We don't have time. We look at resumes and applications before you walk into the room. The time to turn the resume in is, if they'll let you do it, is before you go to the oral board. You get to personnel. How many oral board personnel are going to be there? Usually 3. Could you make sure these get in my file so they'll have them at the board? That's when we're going to look at them. Not any other time. They're usually going to be just stuffed right back into your file. Again, we're not going to go into any depth on resumes, but I like a one-page resume. Don't give me a book. I won't look at it. I'll look at the front page. I'm not going to look at anything else. If there's something in your past that's bad, and you're saying, I wonder if I should put it down, you better. If you don't, and they find out, you're dead. You're out of the process. Knew a gal that had a citation for marijuana. She didn't put it down. She passed an oral board. She was being considered for the job. They found it. Out of the process. When I was taking my oral board for entrance level in Hayward, there was a Captain Golden from the Oakland Fire Department on there. We get to a certain part of the oral board and he says, well, Mr. Smith, you served 5 days in Santa Rita prison. I said, yes, I did. I mean, he took my driver's license record and he kind of unfolded like an accordion. He says, maybe you want to tell us about this. I said, as a matter of fact, I do. I was 19 years old. I was drag racing. I was a kid. Since then, I've been in the Army, married, children. It's hard to believe that ever happened, but it did, and I can't deny it. He said, "Are you trying to get out of this, Mr. Smith?" Here's the nugget. Well, Captain Golden, if I was trying to get out of that, I would have never put it on the application. He was done. I was number 1 on that list by 5 full points.